right, let's get this cracking. I got my berry hibiscus refresher from Starbucks here. I have my list of all my facts here. Let's do this. All right, guys, welcome back. If you are part of the family, if you are new here, thank you for stopping by. If you're new here, this is an amazing video to start off watching me because I'm going to share with you all. Initially, it was 50 facts about myself, but I have like 58. So we're gonna say 50-ish facts about me. All right, so let's get started. I don't want this video to be too long. I have a feeling that it will be too long because I have a lot of things I want to share about myself with you guys. All right. So at first I was making the list and I didn't have a lot of things. So the first couple of things are gonna be like, very basic. And then I got inspired and I was like, I gotta tell them this, I gotta tell them that, I gotta tell them this. So let's start. Stop talking. Okay. So again, my name is Annie. Fact number 1, I was not born in the United States. I was actually born in Venezuela. I came here when I was 6 years old. I am actually one of 6 siblings. I am the 5th one. I have 2 older brothers, 2 older sisters, and a younger sister. We are 6. I collect a lot of things, but one thing that I absolutely love collecting are notebooks. I love notebooks, like the one that I'm using right here, like this. Just pretty little binders with like pretty pictures and like pretty sheets. I don't know, I love them. I have a lot of them and I have yet to use them all. I don't know what I use them for. I just know I like them and I collect them. So they're just sitting there in my nightstand in like my little drawer. I have terrible handwriting. I think I have terrible handwriting. I don't know what it was in elementary school when I was learning how to write. I don't know what, but my handwriting is just awful. I like, you know how like women, some girls have like really pretty handwriting that like they put on like on boards and like you see them taking notes and it's so pretty. Not me. It's like a hot mess. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm writing. I read it. I read it and I'm like, what was that? So yes, if I could change that, I would totally change that, but I have terrible handwriting. When I was young, I actually wanted to be a surgeon. And when I say young, I mean like in high school. My goal was to be general surgeon. And my goal was to go to nursing school, to become a nurse, to have the hospital pay for a medical school, and then to become a surgeon. And that changed. I'm not a surgeon. I am actually a registered nurse. I worked in the neonatal intensive care unit for about 7 years, and I left it back in 2015 to stay home with my babies. I still update my license every 2 years. I still renew it just because I worked so hard to get my license and I don't want it to expire just in case in the future I may go back to work. Honestly, ideally I wouldn't. I think that was a season in my life that I loved, but I love doing this. If I could do this for the rest of my life and do like Bible studies, that would be amazing. So honestly, I don't know, like professionally, I don't know if I would ever go back to being a nurse. I would use it. I would love to use it like in missionary trips and so on and all that, but to go back to working in a hospital, like 12-hour shifts, I don't know. We'll see. I am 5'4", which I guess is like medium height. I don't know. I don't consider myself tall or short. I mean, relatively speaking, compared to like whoever else that you're comparing yourself to. But yeah, compared to my husband who's 6'1", I guess I am short, but I'm 5'4", and my shoe size is 7.5. I always have to have nail polish on my hands. Always. Like I have this big old basket full of nail. Let me show you. Hold on. So here are all my nail polishes, and this is after I got rid of a lot of them that I just was not using, but I have a lot of nail polishes. And like I said, I always have to have nail polish on my fingernails. If I don't, I feel naked, I feel exposed, but I always do. I have this purple one right here, right now. But anyways, yes, always have to have nail polish on my fingernails. I have really bad motion sickness, like when we go on long trips, or I know that we're gonna be driving for like an hour, at least an hour, I have to take a Dramamine, which then makes me a little sleepy. But like plane rides, Yeah, if I'm in the back seat, again, if I'm going on long trips, I always have to take a Dramamine with me, because if not, I will be miserable. I have like really bad motion sickness. So when I have three kids. Nathan is 9, Lucia turned 7 yesterday, and Luke is 2.5. When I had Nathan 9 years ago, in the delivery process, or in delivering him, I actually broke my tailbone. I know, I didn't even know that could even happen. But the delivery was pretty traumatic, to the point where he was in the birth canal for a very long time, and I had back labor pains. Anyways, I broke my tailbone. Like, I had to sit like in a donut cushion for like 2 months, because every time I sat down, it was like excruciating pain. And I would not want to get up, because getting up meant that I would have to sit back down eventually, and I would have to go through that. So I would like be in like my bed or in the couch for like hours at a time, not wanting to get up. But that was horrible. I do lead worship in my church right now. I am the one who picks the songs. I'm the one who, is in charge of leading. So, and like talking in between songs and praying and so on. Like, I'm the worship, I guess, leader right now. Never in my life did I think that would happen. Like, I always sang in church in the worship team, but I never thought that I would be that person actually leading worship. And I've been doing it now for like, I want to say like 5 or 6 months. And it's been great, but it's super scary, and it's very intimidating, and there's a lot of, obviously weight on your shoulders when you're doing that. But yes, that is something that I'm doing in our church right now, and we are praying for somebody else to come and take over that, because it's not something that I would want to do in the long run, but it's what my church needs right now, and I'm able to do it, so I'm doing it. I love snacks. If I could just snack all day and not have like a meal, I would be fine. My 2 favorite snacks are saltine crackers and Nutella, like over it. Just the combination of sweet and salty is like the best. So I love that. I love the chocolatiness of the Nutella, and like the salt and like the saltine crackers put together. It's so good. I want to get some right now. Okay, and then that, and what else? Oh, and nachos. What I do? Well, not really nachos. I love chips. Any chips, love it. But what I've been doing lately is getting like tortilla chips and putting like cheddar cheese on top. Like, I do like, and it's like a whole technique, because I do like 1 layer chips, 1 layer of like the cheddar cheese, 1 layer chips, 1 layer of the cheddar cheese, and I put it in the microwave for 1 minute. My mouth is watering right now. I love it, love it. My older sister and I, if she watches this, she's gonna laugh. But my older sister and I used to hate each other when we were little, like hated each other. Like, we would get into fights. We would talk bad about each other. Like, it was a hate relationship. And honestly, nowadays, I think out of all my sisters, maybe she's the one that I'm closest to, which was pretty cool. But yeah, we used to hate each other. Remember, Andreina? Yeah, I remember. But we love each other now, so. All of these are very random, because they would just come to me like in the middle of the day, and I'm like, I need to write them down. So they are random, I'm sorry. I have been to Africa. I went to Nigeria back in 2008 when I had just graduated nursing school. I went there for like 2 weeks, and it was amazing. I loved it. Nowadays you can't go, like Christians can't go to Nigeria. I think there's a lot of persecution there now, but it was amazing. If I could include a picture in here, I will. But I went there, and it was so much fun. Just getting to know the culture and the people and the food. It was amazing, so. I got married young. If you have seen my testimony, I'll put a link below so you guys can see it, but I got married at 19. Yes, that was young. I honestly really only had 1 boyfriend in my life. And when I say boyfriend, I mean that he liked me, I liked him, and I brought him home, and I presented him as my boyfriend. And that is my husband now. Like, he's been my only boyfriend pretty much, and I started dating him when I was 18. And at like 19 and a half, we got married. I know, it's scary. So I do have a phobia that I want to share with you guys. One of my phobias, I have several, but I'm only gonna share one. One of my phobias is actually driving in the car with my kids and us like falling into a lake or a great body of water. So like every time I'm driving by like a lake or a canal or ocean or whatever, if there are 2 lanes, I'm in the lane like I'm in the lane furthest from that body of water. In my mind, I already know what I'm gonna do if that ever happens. Like who I'm gonna unbuckle first, who I'm gonna tell to unbuckle, what we're gonna do, rolling down the, like I already know what I'm gonna do because honestly it's a phobia of mine. And I've left it in God's hands. I haven't, you know, I try not to be concerned, not to be worried. Every time that I drive by a lake or a canal, I'm like praying, I'm like, Lord, please let this not happen. I don't mind dying any other, well, not that I don't mind dying any other way, but I'm like, please not like this. Like that would be like literally my nightmare coming true. So I pray every time that I do drive by a canal or a body of water. I do, but honestly, I'm working on trusting in the Lord. But that is a true phobia of mine. I naturally have curly hair. I don't right now. I straighten my hair because it's just easier for me to straighten it during the week because I can get up, brush it, and just go. With curly hair, I have to like re-wet it. I have to restyle it every morning, and it's just time that I don't have, that I don't want to have, that I don't want to spend with my hair. So that's why I straighten it. But I'm working on growing it out. And yeah, I want to be able to rock my curls in the next year or so. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to grow it out and not straighten it with a flat iron, but straighten it with like my curling iron or like blow dry it. So the heat damage is not that extensive. But yes, hopefully you will see me rocking my curly hair more often here on my channel. But I naturally have curly hair. If you've seen my daughter, if you follow me on Instagram, you see my daughter with her curly hair. That is my hair. My hair is that curly. My favorite food, I love all types of food, honestly. Like I love Italian food, I love Spanish food, I love like Japanese food, like sushi and stuff. But if you were to ask me, hey, let's go out to eat, you know, I don't have a favorite restaurant, honestly, but my favorite type of food would have to be Tex-Mex. I love Tex-Mex food. I love like taquitos and like quesadillas and like nachos and like beef nachos. Oh my gosh, so good. I could have it every single day and not get tired of it. Like tostadas and love it. I could have it every day. Love Tex-Mex. Let's see, let's talk about my pet peeves. I have a lot of pet peeves, but I won't waste your time telling you all of them. I'll just tell you a few. My number 1 pet peeve is driving behind people that drive below the speed limit. Like there's a speed limit, like you are allowed to go that fast. I usually go like 5 above the speed limit. So like when I'm behind somebody and they are driving so slow, I'm like, I don't know, unless you got a newborn in your car, dude, come on, step on it. Also people that don't use their turning signals, you got it there. You got it in your car for a reason. Please use it. Just saying. I also hate it when people blow their noses in front of me. Like that, like, if you want to blow your nose, it's fine. Just go to the bathroom, go to another room. I don't want to hear it. Like when they're like just going to town, like literally getting every drop of like, I don't know what in their nose out. That is so annoying. Am I the only one? When let's see, 2 years into our marriage, we lived in a 1-bedroom apartment. And actually in the middle of the day, we had a couple, I think our neighbors told us it was a couple that broke into our house and they just did a mess in our whole house. They stole so many things from us. They stole like cameras from us, laptops from us, and they actually stole my engagement ring, the one that Oscar had given me initially. And I love that ring, and I honestly, like, it took me a whole year to get over it, but that was like so heartbreaking for me. Like I didn't care about anything else that they had stolen. It was just like that my engagement ring that they had stolen was a big deal. I eventually got another one, like Oscar, and you know, we saved up and I was able to go pick another engagement ring and another, you know, wedding band. No, actually my wedding band was not stolen, just my engagement ring. I still have my wedding band right here in this little jewelry holder, my original one, but my engagement ring was stolen. I was so upset. So also, if you've seen my testimony video, then you know this. Back in 2000 and I want to say 14 or 15. No, back in 2013, I think. no, I can't remember, a few years ago, several years ago, we actually were Subway franchises. Like we purchased one Subway store or Subway restaurant with a family, and then Oscar and I bought 3 more. So we got to own a total of 4 Subway restaurants. And they actually, you know, were profitable for like a year, and then like they tanked and we absolutely lost them. We sold 1, and 3 we actually had to close down. So that's part of our testimony. Again, I'll put my testimony video in the bottom if you guys want to see it. But yes, I had to go to like Subway training to their headquarters because I was one of the franchisees, and I had to learn how to make like all these Subway sandwiches and like how to cut them and how to put, you know, I was like what they call a sandwich artist and all that. I mean, that's part of our past, but yeah, that's kind of like who we were, and think God really used that for our benefit and for our spiritual life as well. But I remember those days when I used to cut Subway breads and used to bake them and all that good stuff. I am a homebody. I love being home. I like going out and doing stuff, but honestly, I don't mind being home the whole day. I really don't. I love watching like a good movie. I love, you know, just relaxing, maybe doing some spring cleaning, cooking, making cupcakes, but I love being home. One of my favorite movies, this is another fact, one of my favorite movies, well actually my #1 favorite movie is Runaway Bride. I love that movie. It's like a romantic comedy, but what I love about it is like the small town life that Julia Roberts' character has. And my dream is to like live in one of those I don't know, small towns. One of these years, once in my lifetime, I would love to live in one of those little small towns. So watch the movie and check out A Little Hometown, and let me know if you guys like it. But that is my favorite movie. I love it. Another fact, I hate scary movies. I hate them. No, I can't. I'm sorry, you can't pay me enough. I do not like being scared when I go to bed. Like, when I go to bed and everything's dark and I hear something, I'm like, there it is, the killer's right there. He's in my room, it's gonna happen. Like, I'm like convinced. So I do not like, I like maybe suspense, but some suspense movies are like, they're scary. So honestly, when I do in fact watch like, not a scary movie, but like a suspense part of a movie or something, I actually close my eyes, or I mute it if I'm by myself, or I cover my ears, or like I like will go like this and just like peek just a little bit, because I really do not enjoy it. I don't like getting scared, not at all. I'm jumping around, but obviously since I was not born in the US, my first language is Spanish. I speak Spanish, and I understand it obviously, but because I went to school here in the US and I went through like grade school and high school and college, it's just easier for me to speak English. I can express myself better in English. I think in English. So even though Spanish is my first language, I prefer English. I am double jointed, and I didn't really know this until like maybe like middle school. Like I remember in elementary school, people would stare at me when I used to like, I'll show you now, when I used to do it, and I'm like, why are they staring at me? And then like this one girl's like, ew, why, how can you do that? And I was like, I don't know, I just do. And yeah, it's because I'm double jointed in my elbow. So like if I stand, if I really extend it out, it looks like it's broken, I've been told. And it's not. Like usually people when they like extend their hands, they look like this. Well, mine looks like this. And then also when I'm like sitting down and I'm leaning and I go like this, like usually normal people would like sit and they like will push their hand down a surface. Me, when I do, it goes like this. I'm sorry if I totally just grossed you out. I love ice cream. I love sweets. I'm a dessert person. I would prefer dessert over like salty food. And ice cream, I love ice cream and chocolate cake. My favorite ice cream flavors would be Rocky Road and cookie dough ice cream. I literally get like the cookie dough ice cream and I like look for the actual cookie dough and I would eat it, and like it would just be plain vanilla ice cream with like all the cookie dough missing. I do cut my own hair. Like once a year I'll go to like a hairdresser, but I have chopped my hair myself in my house several times. I dye my own hair all the time. I'm very DIY thanks to YouTube. I've given myself highlights, I've given myself balayage, I've given myself lowlights, I've given myself bangs. I have chopped my hair where like my hair was this long and I was like, oh, I'm just tired of it, and I would chop it over here at home. I'm very DIY. I live in South Florida, so we have the beach like literally like 15-20 minutes away. But I don't like going to the beach. I don't know something about just like the heat, about you coming home with like half the beach in your bathing suit, getting like sand all over your car, especially with young kids. And we're going to the beach tonight, but I do not like the beach. You know, I tolerate it because my kids love it, but I'm not a fan. I am a bargain shopper, okay? And this is why. I get tired of shirts and clothes very easily, especially shirts. If I wear a shirt more than like 5 times, I'm tired of it. Like, I'm done with it. I want to give it away. I want to stop wearing it. That's just who I am. I don't know why, but that's just it. So for that reason, when I do buy clothes, I don't like spending a lot of money on shirts. Like for me, I go to the clearance section and I have found so many hidden gems in the clearance section. You won't even know. Like, I love going to the sales in the clearance section, and I don't like spending a lot of money on shirts because again, I get tired of them very, very easily. So let's see. I shower. I do my best. I don't know why I'm saying this, but you know how like most of the people shower when they wake up in the morning? No, I'm not one of those people. I shower before I go to bed. I do not like the feeling of going to bed dirty or like sweaty and like nasty. I shower before I go to bed, so I go to bed nice and squeaky clean, so in the morning I can get up and just go do what I have to do. Sometimes I do in the shower, like, I mean, sometimes I do shower in the morning when like, honestly, like I've had it where I've gone home at like 2 in the morning and I'm just tired. I'm like, it's not gonna happen. And then the following morning I'll take a shower, but I am one of those shower before I go to bed type of people. I was born April 30th, 1985. I'll let you do the math, but I have a birthday coming up next month because we are in, March 30th. So my birthday is in exactly 1 month. Talking about clothes, I love t-shirts. Love t-shirts. I live in t-shirts. I love men's t-shirts. Like usually if I go to like Target or Walmart or whatever, or like Old Navy, I go to the men's section and I think they're just cooler. I think they're sleeker, and I'm a size small, but what I do is I roll up the sleeves so it looks a little more feminine. But this one I just got, it says Polaroid. I got it at Old Navy a few days ago and I think it was like 11 bucks. Anyways, I love t-shirts. I feel like I don't know, it hides a lot of like rolls that you may have, or they're just comfy, and because I'm a homebody, t-shirts are the way to go. Because I love t-shirts, I actually opened up a t-shirt company a few years ago, and I had it for about 3 years, then I closed it down last year. It was called Luna Tees. If you've been following me for a while, then you know what I'm talking about. And Luna, because of my kids, at that time I only had Nathan and Lucia, so Lu was for Lucia, NA was for Nathan. I did Luna Tees, and I had so much fun with that. Maybe in the future I'll reopen it. It was mostly faith-based, so I would have Bible verses and like Christian sayings on the shirt, but I love doing that. But yeah, I had to close it down. So we'll see. Maybe later on this year I'll open it or you know, release a few designs for you guys. I am not an animal lover. I'm not. I don't hate animals. I think they're really cute from a distance. It's not like I'm gonna go to your house and you have a dog and be like, ew! No, I don't like when dogs lick me. I don't like the dog hair in the house. I don't know, I'm not an animal lover or person. Like, they don't bug me, it's not something that I would have in my house. So I almost died when I was young. I remember when I was like, I wanna say 5 or 6, in Venezuela. We were swimming in a canal and something bit me. To this day, we don't know what it is, but something bit me to where I got this reaction, like my face blew up, my throat started closing in, and I almost didn't make it to the hospital. I remember in the car with like my uncle and my cousin and my mom, and I remember like fainting. I remember like I can't breathe, like losing oxygen. I remember this. I remember when I was like 6 and they got me to the hospital right on time and they gave me I don't know what, and I was there for a few days, but I remember almost dying. I always have to sleep with a blanket. Always. I know people that even if it's hot, they're like, no blanket, but I love even if it's really, really hot out or the AC's gone, it would have to be like a very thin sheet, but I always have to have something where I wrap myself in. Am I crazy? I also have to shower with hot water. I cannot shower with cold water. I cannot shower with lukewarm water. Even if it's hot out, my water has to be steaming. I do my makeup every single day. I do. Whether I'm home, if I'm home, then I'm trying something funky or something new in my makeup, so that if it doesn't look good, then it's fine. I could yeah, I could just, you know, chill in my house with like ugly makeup, but I love it. It's like therapy. It really like calms me down. I do not like spicy food. Nope. Sorry. Even though I love Tex-Mex, it has to be like spicy free. My favorite band is a Christian band called Mercy Me. I've been listening to them since I was like 16. I own like every one of their CDs. I love their Christmas album. I know the majority of their songs by memory. I can sing it to them, but just the style, it's like a soft rock alternative band, and I absolutely love them. My favorite drink in Starbucks would have to be the Very Berry Hibiscus Refresher, which is what I have right here. I found out that you can buy them at Target. They come with like the little package, so you can put like 16 ounces of water or put some ice. I love murder mystery shows. I know. Even though I hate scary movies, I'm very intrigued to see like when a crime is done, how they find the persecutor, finding the evidence, all that good stuff. I love it. I love watching those. And every time I watch one, I'm like, okay, this is enough. I need to stop because it's kind of scary. But I'm like, whoop, next one. And I just start watching the following one. It's like, I get addicted to it. Like CSI, like, what is it? Which is one? Law and Order, what is it? Law and Order Special Victims Unit. Love that. Love it. Love watching those. My favorite types of days are rainy days. I love when it's raining and it's like pouring out and I'm in my bed or I'm in the couch watching something with like, I don't know, hot chocolate or something. I love it. They're my favorite. And lastly, my favorite Disney character would have to be Daisy Duck. I think she's so pretty. Every time that I go to Disney and try to find something from that's like Daisy Duckish, but I have a hard time finding things that are Daisy Ducks, but I think she's so pretty. I think like the purple that she has in her clothes and her bow just like are just perfect. They're gorgeous, and her lashes. So if I could be a Disney character, it would have to be Daisy Duck for sure. So I had one more question that somebody had asked me that I don't think I addressed. A lot of you had asked me a lot of the questions that I have answered in these 50 facts about me, but there was one that didn't fall into any of these categories, so I'm gonna go ahead and answer it. I had somebody ask me, what challenges or struggles have you faced as a ministry wife? And I think for me it would have to be spending quality time with my husband, because we are so involved with like church ministry, and his job, he works for a missions agency where he you know, mobilizes churches and people into the missionary field. So we're like ministry all around. I do these videos, I do Bible studies. So for me it would have to be that, like knowing where to draw the line, where when me and my husband hang out, we're like, okay, we can't talk about our kids, we can't talk about ministry, but let's talk about us. And for us, for the last couple of years, it's been kind of a struggle, because we're like, okay, then what do we talk about? So we've had to get creative as to figuring out what we talk about in our quiet time, but that for sure has been a struggle of ours, okay? All right, guys, that's about it. Hopefully now you guys know a little bit more about myself. I would love to know in the comments below if we do have things in common, if we have things that are polar opposites, and a little bit about yourself. I would love to, to know you. So what I want you to do is in the comments below, yes, tell me if we do have things in common, etc. But I want you to tell me one fun fact about yourself below. I would love to get to know all of you guys who are following me, all my subscribers. I think it's so amazing that you guys do in fact follow me. So I would love to know just a little fact about you. Okay? All right, have an amazing day. Stay tuned for a few messages from myself. Love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Hello friends, thank you so much for taking the time to watch my videos. It actually means the world to me that you guys actually take the time out of your busy day to watch my videos. I have a few messages for you guys. It won't take long at all, I promise. All right, so number one, I accept prayer requests. So if there's anything that you are going through, anything that you want prayer over, just go ahead and contact me either through a comment below, an email, private message, whatever way that you want, so I can add you to a prayer list that me and my family have, and we pray for every single day. We have seen the power of prayer in our lives, and we want to share that with you guys. All right, number 2, if you are on Instagram, you should totally be following me. Why? Because I go live Monday through Friday and I do a small devotional / Bible study, anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes, but it's just something that you guys can listen to throughout the day to get you connected to the Lord and to His Word. And lastly, number 3, if you are not following me, totally subscribe, hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you can get notified every time I upload a new video. I would love for you to join our family. We have so much fun here. I do my best to upload twice a week, usually Tuesdays and Fridays, and I do videos about anything and everything. I do beauty, I do fashion, I do recipes, I do about my life, I do hauls, I do some of my favorite products. Honestly, a little bit of everything where my kids are involved, and it's just so much fun. So I would love for you to join our family if you want. All right, that's about it. Thank you so much. Love you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.